My next guest has been a writer for the National Lampoon, Saturday Night Live, and won an Emmy for SCTV. He is now the founder and editor of a new humor magazine entitled The American Bystander. Please welcome a man who has been called the Clark Kent of comedy, Mr. Brian McConnachie. Much for being here. Been called the Clark Kent of comedy.
I love an enigma. Yes.
Why? Explain that.
Dave Thomas called me that. It's you don't know what to expect from Clark.
That's true.
That's
and that's nothing else that we should we move on?
Yes.
All right, let's move on.
It's a lovely evening out there.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice night. Now this is this is an impressive piece of work here. And will it soon be on the stands? First of all, tell us what it is, I guess.
It is a humor magazine for grown-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Grown-ups and tall children. Big kids, big triple E size, 44 longs.
Yeah.
It's a publication for, essentially, it's a gathering of talent. Working in all forms of the media. Color comics, short stories, panel cartoons, essays, photo spreads. It's a showcase for talent.
A funny publication for
telling good stories.
And how soon are we to having this on our neighborhood newsstands?
We're hoping for the fall.
Oh, that would be very nice. Now tell folks what some of the features would be in here a little specifically, if you can, Brian.
There are pieces in there that are perceptions that are in the common consciousness. There's a piece in there about dictionary art review. That's it's those little dictionaries, those little illustrations in dictionaries that you see all the time, and it just gather them all together, and you look at them all at once. Somehow dictionaries have a penchant for medieval armor, Roman armor. They're just it's gathering a number of. It's hard to explain, isn't it?
Well, I know what you're talking about. I've seen the dictionary art. It's like you take Funk and Wagnalls and you compare their wombats, or you compare their poodles or their crescent wrenches or whatever. Yeah.
There's a piece in there that Don Novello did called "Bridges and Grooms." That's and it's pictures of men on their wedding day, posing by a bridge, as it is probably the scariest day in a man's life on his wedding day.
Now, is it coincidence that these guys posed by bridges, or
no? We put them there.
You put them there.
We had to drag them away and put them there.
Yeah. Tell us about the Charles Kuralt idea for the magazine.
A number of up-and-coming things. Yeah. We're going to find out. Check in the papers one day that Charles Kuralt's on the road and break into his house. Mm-hmm. Go through his icebox, his record collection, his medicine cabinet, and you kind of wax poetic about all the fine things he must have in there.
Other future ideas for the magazine?
My Dinner with Andre the Giant.
My Dinner with Andre the Giant.
It's speaking about existentialism and crepe Suzettes and Ken the Body Ventura.
Now, tell me about writing on SCTV. What was that like?
That was real nice. They were just a lovely bunch of people. That the first day I walked in there, Dave and Rick, I worked in a piece with them.
Dave Thomas
and Rick Moranis.
Yes, sir.
And Rick had this idea of Miracle on Mean Streets, combining some nice elements, and it was the kind of the Frank Capra feel of the '30s with Martin Scorsese's Mean Streets. So we had the De Niro character, he's eating and eating and eating and putting on weight to become a fatter Santa Claus. And there's a Jimmy Stewart character trying to seek Santa Claus to keep raising the prices on him. And it was to the reveal of this Santa Claus with the white mohawk hairdo at the end. Never got on, but it was a spirited idea.
What are other things that you've written for shows that didn't get on, that you thought were especially worthy?
Oh, there was a real nice piece for Saturday Night. That it was a piece about an unfortunate accident this girl had. She's a skier. She loses her sight. And she has to work her way back and get her courage back and just be able to. She was going to be a blind skier, and it really was working. It was working towards that piece of footage that's on the ABC World of Sports. That one poor skier every week that goes down and crashes into those. I had to give that justification, so it was a setup for that.
And it did not. It never showed up anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Anything else that comes to mind that you would like to have seen aired?
I worked with a piece with your Mr. Downey called the Edith Wharton story. It was an odd title for the piece, but it was about the curative powers of dance employed during the Civil War. That these Southern belles would sit by the patients' beds, and every so many hours they'd be pulled out of their beds and be forced to dance, the waltzes and whatnot, the latest dancing cures from Europe. Other pieces that did not get on. The rest did get on.
Well, that's good. That's not a bad percentage. 2 out of many hundreds. Yeah. And you've also appeared in major motion pictures.
My best work in Caddyshack, yeah. On the cutting room floor, unfortunately.
Oh, darn.
But I'm in, what's it called? Strange Brew, with the McKenzie brothers again. I act with Max Van Sydow. Max is great. We just act, the two of us.
That's all you do is act?
We check this. The lens tap off. Stand back, we're going to act. He acts at me, I act at him.
And this is the Bob and Doug film, right?
Yeah.
And this is soon to be released, as they say?
Yeah, summer. I think summer.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Certain.
Good luck with the American Bystander. You say you think fall?
Yes, I'm raising cash for it right now.
All right.
And I signed up Dr. Ruth right in the back.
I knew she'd want to be a part of this.
She would be. She is.
Thank you very much for being here, Brian. Brian McConnachie, ladies and gentlemen, and the American Bystander. We'll be right back to answer some more viewer mail.
Hotel accommodations for most guests of Late Night with David Letterman, furnished by Berkshire Place, a Dunphy Classic Hotel, in exchange for this announcement. For reservations at Dunphy Hotels in the U.S. and Europe, call toll-free 800-228-2121.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill.